With cooler temperatures on tap for this weekend, now is the time to pack the kids up in the car and head to the Riverbanks Zoo and Garden in Columbia, South Carolina. Here to fill us in on what is happening at the zoo this September is our good friend Susan O'Kane. Good to see you, Susan.
Good to see you.
Susan never comes empty-handed. You've got a frog, but this is no ordinary frog.
This is no ordinary frog. This is an African bullfrog. Okay. He is one of our education ambassadors at Riverbanks, and as you can see there,
he's feisty.
He was doing so well. He wants to make sure that the camera gets a good picture of him. But yes, he is one of our education ambassadors. He's about 7 years old, but these animals can actually live to be well over 40 years old.
What?
Absolutely. They can live to be well over 40. And this is about average size. However, some of them can grow to be, males especially, can grow to be more than 2 pounds.
Okay. He's aggressive.
Well, what's very interesting, and what I do want to say is that this is a common type of animal that you'll find in the pet trade. What a lot of people don't know is how big they can get and how much they eat. Now, you mentioned aggressive, and these animals are very aggressive eaters.
Oh, when it
and
comes
they're
to
not
their
picky.
food.
They eat just about anything.
Are
and
your
with that
fingers
said, I would not put my finger there.
Okay.
With that said, they have a very powerful bite. So it is very important that you not hand feed these animals, that you use tongs or something that your fingers are not going to get in the way, because they have big teeth and a very powerful bite. Like you mentioned, and like I mentioned, they're aggressive.
I had no idea frogs had those teeth that could really do some damage.
Yes, and like I said, they're not picky at all. They eat pretty much anything: smaller amphibians, insects, worms. Pretty much whatever they can fit into their mouths and catch.
Okay, you guys are really careful with these frogs at the zoo because you can't let them get dry.
That's right. Their skin is very permeable, and it's very important that they stay wet in order to survive. These animals are native of Africa in the desert area, so when it gets too dry, they will actually burrow themselves in the ground, and they can actually stay in these burrows for more than a year. And what will happen during that time is they will start building themselves. There he goes. Start building a cocoon with dead skin that will help keep them moist, and use the bladder water to keep them moist during that time. When it starts raining again, that's when they come out to feed and to breed.
That's really fascinating information. Has anyone tried to kiss the frog and turn it into a prince?
No, I don't think that
doesn't
works
work out
very well.
I was just curious. Well, hey, you are going to have a lot of zoo goers throughout September, especially I think at the end of the month, because you got a huge event coming
That's
up.
right. It starts cooling off again. People like to start venturing back out. But we do have a very exciting event coming up at the end of September. That's Riverbanks Zoofari. That's our premier fundraiser. So it starts at 7 o'clock on September 25th. This year we are doing a toast to the coast of South Carolina. So we are going to have cuisine in different parts of the park that is inspired by the low country of South Carolina, and also beverages to complement the featured fare. We also will have our silent and live auction again this year. So a lot to do, and it's one of our most favorite events.
Is there something going on with giraffes as well at this safari? Did I see something on your website that people who go can get an up-close look at the giraffes?
That's right. You can not only feed the giraffes, but this year we're offering a behind-the-scenes tour of our giraffe barn, so you can meet the herd up close, talk to our keepers, find out what it takes to care for these animals, and how we interact with them on a daily basis at the zoo.
Well, that's going to be a great event. All the information is at riverbanks.org.
And Tank is very excited about it, as you can tell.
Exactly. Well, I know that he's going to enjoy the trip back to Columbia, and have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Always fun seeing you,
Thank
Susan.
you.
Okay, Mary, back to you.